Yo guys, I am back for my first video of 2014, and I will be doing a video about 2013 and my top 20 games of 2013, because that year for gaming was a great year for me. Even though there was no Halo, it was still a phenomenal year for gaming nevertheless. So let's get right into it. Alright, coming in at number 20, it will be Crysis 3. Crysis 3 is one of the coolest yet fun games I've played this year, and it's not for the reason that you think it is. It's got a great campaign, fun everything, fun multiplayer. The reason the number 20 was a battle between Peggle 2 and this. And what put this over Peggle 2 was definitely my character I have made in the game, and it's called Poleman. Poleman is a character in the multiplayer that he won't use guns. He fights for long cylinder objects. I'm not gay. It's just a funny character I've made, and I won a few battles. I've won a few multiplayer matches just playing as him, and he's the only thing I use now. I will not play Crysis. I will not do anything wise multiplayer unless I have a pole that I can go use. But overall, this is fun. It's addictive. It's a good game. Go pick it up. Alright, coming in at number 19 is Insomniac's first multi-title, I think, ever, or in just years. Fuse. Fuse is a third-person shooter, action-adventure type thing, where there are new weapons from alien technology called Fuse. Mix them with guns, what do you get? Amazing weapons, that's what you get, and fun gameplay. Especially when you play co-op. When you play co-op, you got the guy that's holding up the magma shield. You guys are moving. You guys are shooting through it. You see it like a hole of space open up. All that good stuff. But then it's just boom. Then you guys are up close. Magma shield. Boom. And you guys can just high-five it out. Whenever that black hole erupts, then you stealth your way through the team and you stab every guy in there. It's just a fun blast game to play. Highly recommend it, especially if you are playing co-op. Coming in at number 17 was one of Microsoft's only exclusives for the Xbox 360 this year, and that was in Gears of War Judgment. Gears of War Judgment is the traditional third-person shooter. Only this time, they took a different approach. No Marcus, no Dom, just Baird, Cold, and 2 new characters. How did it mix? In a great, great, great game. I would highly recommend it, especially, well, if you own an Xbox 360, pick it up. And, plus, $60, you get the original Gears of War. Can't beat that. Alright, and coming in at number 16. This was a battle between the next game, you'll see here in a minute, and this. But Metal Gear Rising took it for me in 16. Because as much as I've played all the Metal Gears, and plus I've played all the games of the next franchise, this one was great. I would give it a 5 out of 5. This is my favorite Metal Gear game. But it was short. I think that's why I wouldn't give it to this. Because the next game, I've got one of the best feelings out of, and I even reviewed it, I'm pretty sure, on the channel. If not, just pick it up. We also have Dead Space 3. This was the game that was feuding with it. If you saw my top 5, these two were feuding for the fifth game of the year. And you gotta ask me, why did it drop so low? Other games have been played, all this good stuff that I've been playing, and it's just amazing. Plus, with the launch of the Xbox One, and yeah, but Dead Space 3 is amazing. It adds co-op. It nearly adds open worlds that you can just kind of roam around in, still to a linear extent, but in a more open world aspect. And just with the feature of combo weapons, this game is indeed just amazing. I can't recommend it enough. Coming in next is Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was one of the coolest, most awesome games this year. Sorry about that. Tomb Raider was phenomenal. You raid tombs, great action elements, great parkour, great puzzle solving, great platforming. I don't know how to say this all enough about the great things about this game. It is a must own this year. All the games that I put on this list are really must-owns, but just get them in the order that, what's better. But this is fantastic. Can't see what Square Enix does. The only I gotta have a rant about the definitive edition. Go pick that up if you haven't picked up and you got an next-gen console. But the multiplayer's crap. If this game would have got more single player, it could have ended up in the top 5 for sure. But it was a campaign that could have done more, but the multiplayer dragged it down. No joke. That was the case of a multiplayer to me being so bad, it literally dragged the game down. Alright. Coming in at number 14. Wait, I'm not sure what I'm on. 2019, 18, 17, 15. I'm on 13 already. Wait, I'm not on 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. I am. Alright, coming in at number 14 is Saints Row the Third. Saints Row the Fourth. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm kind of getting my mind stupid here. It's kind of late. Well, it's about 1, so whatever. But this game is fun. It's really addictive. Over the top powers. I bought the season pass and still have yet to play the DLC. Yay! But I will probably play that in the coming days because I love the franchise. The Saints, like I said in the review, superpowers are the best. An amazing game. Must own. Great game. Alright, coming in next is Rise, Son of Rome. Rise, Son of Rome is a third-person shooter, adventure, slashing game. Yeah, I called it a slashing game because that's what it is, but it's amazing. Amazing nonetheless. Rise brings you anything that you would really want in a Rome Gladiator game. It is a button-mashing, slashy, slash, quick time event, but it's fun. And that is what a button mash is. It's gonna get repetitive. Every button masher does that. I have yet to play a button masher that yet has to get repetitive after a while. It's X, X, Y, Y, X, X, Y, Y, X, X, Y, Y. Execution, X, X, Y, Y, X, X, Y, Y, execution, X, X, Y, Y, Y. That's why it's a button masher. It's gonna get repetitive after a while. I played only a few button mashers that have yet to get the game repetitive because they've always added new stuff, but you can't add so much in a Gladiator game except having a good story, which this did, as you guys saw in my review. It's phenomenal. A great pickup in Rise, Son of Rome. Coming up next is a game that I don't have the physical copy of because it's an arcade game, and Halo Spartan Assault. Now, people will say what you want about it. It's a fun game when it works. Now I'm going to pull a Skyrim on this and say since the game crashes, I'm going to forget about it. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Skyrim. Just not into it. It's a good game. It's a great game. It's an amazing game. I'm just not into it. And I'm going to just save myself the breath about it. But Spartan Assault. Spartan Assault is a game that does crash. I've crashed on me quite a few times. But when I get it to work, and it may sound weird for a game that is downloaded to crash, it is weird because it's playing off the hard drive, whatever. But it's a fun game. It's fun as long as the microtransactions, especially since if it doesn't have multiplayer, they had to work a lot on the campaign, and I think the campaign really paid off so far. I haven't even beat it, but it's fun. So, yeah, Halo Spartan Assault is a fun game. Highly recommended, especially if you have the Xbox One, because you can only own it if you own an Xbox One. Alright, coming in next is Forza 5. Forza 5 is a really great game. No matter what you say, the economy may be bad, but if you get into it, racing is fun. It's a fun racing simulator. Which is why I got the game to race. I got a sweet YOLO car. What can I say? It's a fun game. Forza 5 takes the number 12 spot on the list. Coming in at number 11 is another game I don't have the copy of, but it's an Xbox One launch title as well. In Killer Instinct, a revised franchise brought back to its great glory. Although I've actually played the original now because I got the Super Ultra Edition and got to play the original. Killer Instinct, dude, it's just fantastic. If I did a review on it, that is a 5 out of 5 game. All the games going on here are 5 out of 5. And some of these games are 5 out of 5s. Probably except for the exception of Crysis and possibly Fuse. All those games are there on out. Probably even Fuse. Crysis is probably a 5 out of 5 game. Honestly, all these games are so amazing. Go pick them all up. But Killer Instinct, it's a great fighter. I don't feel like it's threatening over just really bad characters that I can't beat, because I feel like I can beat any character. It's a matter of who's good, better. That's what I love. It doesn't matter so much of I have the best character and I'm going to win, like a UMVC3, where you have the Hulk, Sentinel, and Doctor Doom, Amaterasu, all those cheap characters that would just win you the match. But it's a fun, great fighting game, and that's why I love it. Like I said, is that I don't feel like I can't beat a certain character because it's so OP. I feel like with my Saberwolf character, I can beat anyone. Now, whether or not how you get it is fair, it's still an amazing game. Highly recommended. Alright. Now, the next two games are giving some love to Nintendo. Everybody knew. If you know me, you knew this was coming. Dun dun dun, Sonic Lost World. If you know me personally, you know that I love the Sonic franchise, and I will defend any Sonic game that is brought to my foot. Even Sonic 06. I will defend that game. I will defend it no matter what. I am a Sonic guy. It crashed on me a few times, but it was a decent game. Not that bad. It's like a 3.5 out of 5. Maybe lower, but it's still not that bad of a game. I never had it crashed. I had it crashed a few times, but not to an extent that I couldn't play it. But that's besides the point. Well, I'm talking about Sonic Lost World, and this is a fun game. People say that it did copy off Super Mario Galaxy, and which it did. And again, this is another game that is quite a little bit controversial because you have to hit a run button. Sonic does not automatically go fast. You have to hit a button to make him go fast. So, but no matter what, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this game. It is a great platformer, and takes up the number 10 spot on the list. Coming in at number 9 is another Nintendo game, but on the handheld platform in the Pokemon Y. It is phenomenal. This is the Pokemon game people have been wanting, and Nintendo just delivered it all to us on a silver, gold, platinum platter. See what I did there? Silver, gold, platinum. Did I just all listed Pokemon? Oh, I'm funny. I'm funny, and you know it. Pokemon Y. It's fun. Great. Got all some great Pokemon. Got great new ones. Got some they got everything in here. It's fun. So, highly recommended. Alright, back to the 360. Payday. Time for a heist, as what the Payday characters would say. Payday 2 is a fun, great game. Rob banks with friends. Grab guns, grab your suits, grab your crew. The heist is the epic crime spree. This heist is the epic crime spree. That's what the back says, and that's what it is. It's the ultimate heist game. And I will say that since Grand Theft Auto refuses to add heist, I haven't encountered a heist, but besides the point, this is fun. I want to see DLC for this game so badly. So Overkill and 505 Games and Starbreezer, get on it. Get on my Payday 2 DLC. I will buy you in a heartbeat once you come out. But again, that's another time for another day. Payday 2 is an excellent game. Alright, coming in at number 6, right after here, it's all top 5 from here. Coming in, if this game did not have bugs right now, and didn't sometimes crash, then this game could have made the top 5 and maybe even top 3. But with the games that we had this year, you probably couldn't. It's Battlefield 4. I've gotten it to work a lot of time. Most of the time it works. And when this game is running flawlessly and all that stuff, this is just an amazing game. Campaign's awesome. Multiplayer's a blast. With all the helicopters, jets, gunplay, everything. It's just amazing on the Battlefield side. This is the game, first-person shooter people have been waiting for a while. Until Titanfall comes back out. My nose is running bad. Sorry, guys. But until Titanfall comes out, this is the first-person shooter to buy on the Xbox One, and especially since there's no Halo. But if you have a 360 over Battlefield 4, still Halo 4 wins it for me. Halo is my favorite game of all time. Halo 3 is. Halo 3 is a blast. I played it so much with my brother, friends, everything. Halo 3 always did it for me, but Battlefield 4 is fantastic, and right now it's the first-person shooter on the Xbox One to play. Okay, grabbing it next. Dun dun dun! Number 5, it takes it with Injustice, Gods Among Us. Batman, Joker, Flash, Green Lantern, Cyborg, Superman, Wonder Woman. All the great superheroes are back just to battle it out to see who is the real god in superheroes. The story's fun. Everything's fun about this game, except for when you get spammers who just think hitting his heat vision, Superman's heat vision is fun. That was my Superman impression. It was really bad. I'm sorry. No, let's never talk about that again, okay, guys? Injustice, Gods Among Us. It's fun. The campaign's awesome. Multiplayer's fun when you get the right people. It's a blast. Can't say enough about the game. Alright, coming in at number 4 is Batman Arkham Origins. It came out. Batman is just this good to me. Believe it or not, this was my favorite game of the Arkham franchise. I've liked every Batman game the better and better. I mean, Batman Arkham Origins does it for me. This is a game I bought the season pass for. I really bought it because it was on sale, but that's besides the point. I bought it because I love this game. I love it. Multiplayer is even fun. I enjoyed the multiplayer on this game. And that's surprising because I'm a person that says multiplayer is not good at everything. Like I said with Tomb Raider, that was a game that dragged the multiplayer down. In this case, this was something that could have been left in or out. I really wouldn't care. But I'm kind of glad they put it in because it's something to do after the game's over and you've collected all the achievements, all your trophies, whatever you want to do after you've done everything. It's a blast thing to do. There's challenge maps. There's everything that you want for a Batman fan. And then with the new DLC coming out, you even got Initiation out. There's so much to do. And coming in at number 3 could be controversial. But coming in at number 3, BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite at one point was my game of the year until these other 2 games took it from them. Now, the game that you think is the game of the year, it ain't game of the year. I'll show you what that is here in a minute. BioShock Infinite was one of the best games I have played ever. And when I say ever, I mean it. I always compare things to Halo, and this game stands not toe-to-toe with Halo, but it stands close to it. And this game easily stands alone as a great franchise, great to the BioShock franchise, and my favorite in the BioShock franchise. You know, again, I was a skeptic going into the game thinking, how could you make a floating city scary? This is no way gonna be scary, but Irrational Games did it. They made me scared of this place, and it made me never want to come back. Well, it made me want to come back for even more skylining, gunplay, all the good stuff about BioShock Infinite. And this game could have maybe gotten to number 2 and even number 1 if the ending was not so cryptic. I get the ending, but it took me a while to do it. But everything, characters, everything, Irrational, you made a phenomenal, oh God, I almost choked on my gum. Phenomenal game, and don't stop making the BioShock franchise. This game is fantastic. It is really one of the best games I have played, and easily in the top 3 best games I have played this year. And you guys have made one of my favorite franchises, easily in my top 5 favorite franchises. So, number 2. You guys expected a certain game to be at my number 1, but it ain't. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, what can I say? It brings you heists. It brings you one of the biggest worlds in gaming history. It brings you one of the best multiplayer experiences. And best multiplayer experience of this year. What else could you need from a game besides this? You really don't. Because if I didn't get another game when I bought this, I would have said, okay. I even bought the warranty on this game. I loved it so much. When I went to the midnight launch and this person said, do I want a warranty on it? I was skeptical. You know what? I said, yes. I want the warranty on this because I love the Grand Theft Auto games so much. I never, ever want this game to break. Because I love the Grand Theft Auto franchise and never, ever want it to break. I want it to keep going, and probably in another 10 years you will see Grand Theft Auto 6. So, in 2016, you could see Grand Theft Auto 6, or you probably won't see it. And I'm predicting what is this? We're in year 2014. The game came out in 2013, so it really hasn't. I'm going to predict in year 2023, you will see the next Grand Theft Auto game. That is the next Grand Theft Auto game I am predicting. I'm going to say it's going to be a full decade before you will see another Grand Theft Auto game. Call me crazy, but they have a lot of stuff to do if they want to improve upon the Grand Theft Auto 5 game. So amazing game by Rockstar. And the game of the year, you guys got to be asking yourself, what could this game of the year be that beat Grand Theft Auto 5, Bioshock Infinite, and all these other things? I'll tell you, there's one game that did it for me this year. The game that I always keep coming back for. And that is Dead Rising 3. Day 1 edition. Capcom, you are my favorite developer out there today. There's nothing that you guys ever disappoint me with. I always keep playing your games because I love the company. You guys are amazing. And then you just deliver this. One of my favorite games in just... I don't even know how to explain it. There's so much you can do in this game. There's so many combo weapons to kill zombies with. And I know that zombies can get a little boring. Sorry about that. But it doesn't get boring. No matter how many times I shoot zombies with a machine gun, no matter how many times I make a flaming sword, no matter how many times I attach a steamroller to a motorcycle, it never gets boring. No matter how many times I shoot zombies with a super massager, no matter how many times I make combo weapons, it just never, ever gets old. It just is a blast and 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 a blast every time I play it. It brings you so much out of the game, and it just shows that they just cared about this franchise so much, and I thank you, Capcom, that you cared so much. Even the character's good, and I was worried because I didn't know how I'd like Nick Ramos. Like with Chuck Green, I was worried I wasn't going to like him, but I love Chuck Green now. I loved Frank West. Frank West is always the best. But Capcom, I don't know what else you can do. I even bought the season pass for this game and want it to happen so badly. And it's coming out at the end of the month. But that's all. I mean, I don't know what I can say about this game that hasn't really been said right there. It just is a blast. That is my game of the year of 2013. And, 2014. This year is about to begin, and we're about to kick it off early with an Assassin's Creed Liberation port. So you guys will probably go ahead and see that. But then, we kick off next gen in February for me with The Rise of Thief. Thief is looking amazing. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about that. You guys will be getting a review on Thief. Just to let you guys know. Xbox One, Dead Rising 3 takes my game of the year. That's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys' game of the year was down in the comments. I'm sorry if this video was so long, but I just had to get all these games in to show you guys how much I love the games. I love the gaming industry, and I really hope new next-gen consoles have arrived with Titanfall and Thief and the new Halo going to come out, Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break, and then for the 360, there's Dark Souls 2. That's going to be my 360 game of the year, no doubt. Is that right there, Dark Souls 2. If you've seen me, I beat Dark Souls 1 a few months ago, and I was the happiest, probably person alive, and I did it. And I can't believe I did it. But, alright, that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching it. Please subscribe. Go to, just subscribe for me, please. I love doing this, and I'm never gonna stop. Live, guys. It's back to school now, but soon, spring break will be there soon, and then you continue to game. But gaming, thank you for an amazing year. That's it for this video, guys. Peace.